Okay. Did you get that one written? Okay, let's go to the next one, and I'm going to ask you to write your own, but I'll show you what I put too. Okay, number 2, wrong way. We should not be forced to wear school uniforms. How could you rewrite that claim statement without using a pronoun? Write it down, please. Write it on your sheet. How could you write it without using the word we? Can't use a pronoun. Think inside your head, okay? We should not be forced to wear school uniforms. Haley, what'd you put?
Discovery should not be forced to wear school uniforms.
Very good. That works. Ian?
Students should not have to wear uniforms every day at school.
Very good. Yes, Alexa.
The students at Oak Grove should not be forced to wear school.
Very good. And here's what I put, which is a lot what you guys said. Students should not be forced to wear school uniforms. Okay, number 3, wrong way. Have you ever been forced to perform community service in school? Now remember, you don't want a question in your claim statement. You need to make it into a statement, a sentence. So go ahead and rewrite that, please, on your packets.
Are these people against it or
You can write it either way. See, that's the problem, Sarah. You don't really know, do you?
Yeah.
And what if the reader goes, no, I've never thought about it. You've kind of lost them. Write it down, what you think, how to change it.
Like, would you put it as like, discovery should not be forced to perform?
You sure could.
Is that the type of sentence it is?
Yep. A declarative sentence, which is just a statement, no question mark.
Oh, so you have to write it all over a question.
Pardon me?
Well, it's a statement, you're making it into a statement.
It's a question now, but you don't want to use a question in a claim. You want it to be a statement. Because like Sarah just brought up, she said, which side are they on? I said, good question. You don't really know. Okay, Alex, what'd you put for an example?
Students should not be forced to perform community service.
Perfect. Very good. Did anyone have anything else?
I have a question.
And I had the same thing. Students should not be forced to perform community service in school. Yes, ma'am.
So we can't do a lot?
No. Please don't. Question, Blake. Okay, next one. I believe students over the age of 13 should be allowed to go to R-rated movies. Write down how you would reword that without using a pronoun. Please write it down. Jacob, what'd you put for that one? Try doing it without the I in there, getting rid of the pronoun. How could you restate that without using I?
Myself, because a student should be able to
Myself is a pronoun. Okay, Maddie, what'd you put? Okay, students over the age of 13 should be allowed to attend R-rated movies. All I did was remove the word I and believe. Okay, yes, Blake.
I thought teens should be able to go to R-rated movies over the age of 13.
Awesome. Yes.
13-year-old guys and girls should be able to go to rated R movies.
Okay, but now, no, because you're not supposed to use slang. And what word is a slang word there? Guys. Yeah. Otherwise it works, Ian, but you don't want to use the slang guys.
Guys is slang.
Yeah.
So what?
For boys. For boys. Guys and gals, that's slang. Yep. Okay, next one. When was the last time you gorged yourself on a Big Mac and fries?
Doesn't make any sense.
When was the last time someone ate
At lunch.
at McDonald's?
Okay, this is not discussion time. You're supposed to be writing down your answer, please. When was the last time you gorged yourself on a Big Mac and fries? Alexis, what'd you put?
I can't think of one.
This is the tougher one. Anybody have anything? Sam,
It's time for you to bring back the fries.
it's what?
Time for you to bring back.
Okay, I hear the word you in there. I know, it's hard. Sarah?
People should not gorge on Big Mac and fries.
Very good. Awesome. Okay. And here's what I put, and this doesn't make mine any more right. It's just what I came up with. Americans are consuming high-fat fast foods such as Big Macs and fries multiple times per week.
What did Sarah say?
Say it again, Sarah.
People should not gorge on Big Macs and fries.
People should not gorge on Big Macs
What
and
does
fries.
gorge mean?
Like make a pig out of yourself. Okay, next one. Students should be able to skip their senior year of high school. Students should be able to skip their senior year of high school.
Yeah, it's on here.
Oh, you know what? This gives me a good chance to talk about this with you. Okay, what you have on yours isn't valid anymore today. And let's take a look at it. What number is it? 6? You should never text while driving. 3 years ago, that could be an argument because what was brand new?
Phones. Texting.
Texting and driving. Why is it no longer a valid argument, Paloma? Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you couldn't argue for it.
It's a felony.
There's really no, there's no good that comes out of it.
There's nothing good that comes out of it. Statistics have been done now. 3 years ago, they didn't have the statistics they needed. Now, you have to, in order to argue, there has to be two sides. It's like saying, trying to argue that cigarettes causes lung cancer. Well,
It does.
it does. So you can't argue it. So that's why I changed it. So just on your paper in the same space, students should be able to skip their senior year of high school. How would you change that? Alexis.
Studies have shown that students get lower grades if they skip school.
Well, I don't think this is talking about skipping school. It's talking about graduating early. Yes, yes.
Students should be able to skip 12th grade.
Okay, that works. I think that's what I put. Yeah. Anybody have anything else? That doesn't mean that mine is the only one. Sam, did you have something like it?
No.
No? Okay.
Going back to the texting and driving one, what do you mean? There has to be a good side to each side, a positive.
An argument has to have two sides, right? You can't argue with a wall. I mean,
You said no good comes out of it or something like that. What do you mean? But what good?
okay, how could you say that texting and driving should be legal? What would you use to back that? What?
I don't know.
No, I couldn't hear. What'd she say? Go ahead.
I'm not saying it's right, but maybe someone said they need to apply this.
Okay, but you have to use, that would be a persuasive argument, but in argumentative essays, it has to be backed up with fact, statistics, quotations, paraphrase from experts. And I don't think you'd find anywhere that would back it up. So that's why.
Studies have.
Blake.
Students with a high IQ should be able to skip, or should graduate early.
Why just students with a high IQ? What if you work really hard and you're an average student and you got the grades? Do you see what I'm saying there? Got to be careful how narrow you make it. That's a little too narrow. Sam?
The cell phone one,
Yes?
a what if would be not a backup.
Say again now?
A what if the backup, would that be wrong?
I'm not understanding what you mean. I'm
Like a
sorry.
what if?
Like,
Would that be a backup?
No, you can't use what ifs
that's,
because it has to be backed by facts.
Since
Okay, yes.
aren't students allowed to graduate at 16?
no, like drop out.
this isn't about dropping out. This is graduating early and going to college early. My daughter did that. She graduated as a junior and then went to her freshman year of college as a senior in high school. Because if you take AP classes, you know how that works. Yeah. Okay. If 18-year-olds can vote and go to war, they should be able to legally drink. Yes. Alexis.
I have a question. So you said that we can't say I or you or me or there, but what about let's? Like let's.
That's like a contraction exists.
That's still.
That's a contraction.
I know, but it's like saying let us.
Yeah,
So
no.
that still would be.
That's a personal pronoun. Yep. Blake.
I have one.
Okay, guys, let's focus up here. What did you put, Blake?
If 18s can go to war and vote, should they be able to? I could,
Sam.
If 18-year-olds can vote and go to war, 18-year-olds should be able to drink.
Okay, you can do that. You're using 18-year-olds twice, but that's not always bad because you're trying to make a point in a claim. So in that case, yes, I'd say you could. Paloma.
18-year-olds cannot legally drink, although voting is a legal
Okay, very good. Sarah.
If 18-year-olds can vote and go to war, drinking should be legal at 18.
I think that's something like what I put. 18-year-olds who are eligible to vote and go to war should be able to legally drink alcoholic beverages.
What do you think, Mr.
Okay.
Bush? If you can go to war, you can't drink.